episode 12, season 6 of the Northstars Show. Welcome back after the Christmas break. We had a little bit of an extended break. Tried to do a show last week and just went right off the rails. I was in Winnipeg, plane was late, Paul got busy. So here we are now, first time back after Christmas. Joining me is Alex Murray. You guys went on the road this weekend for 3. Maybe didn't quite get the start you wanted in 2017, still got a playoff shot. You were there. Tell us what just happened here.
On the Friday against the Wild, we played really well. Maybe not defensively. We lost 4-1, a lot better than the last time we were there. Coley stood on his head for us with 56 saves. So
crazy, that guy. What a year.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got our only goal from Henry Muchaguganav from the shot from the point. Rambow passed it up to him to Pilon. Pilon shot on it. Henry just gave a little tip over the goalie's pad. And then on Saturday, we got off to a quick start in the first period. The Eastman did. We weren't playing too good. We started off the game shorthanded. But we opened up the scoring with Jerome. Then Berard scored, and Henry scored again on the power play. Melstead faced 36 shots, so I mean it's not too bad either. We might have played a little bit with not as much discipline as we wanted. 25 minutes and penalties, which is crazy. Yeah, we got a little bit of a warm-up violation there too.
What's that all about? I saw it on the stats sheet. What'd you do?
What's that?
What's a warm-up violation? What's the infraction?
It's when we're on the road, we're not allowed to have anybody on the ice when the buzzer goes after warm-ups.
Really?
So as soon as it hits 0, we have to be off the ice, and we had some guys taking their time. I don't know if it was 2 or 1. They were cutting it close. So.
Dragging their heels. Coach would not appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did.
Garbage can took a beating.
And then on Sunday, we came off to a kick start against Interlake, scoring 2 power play goals. Hunter scored from the point, assisted by Galarno and Dennis. And then Charles scored off a rebound on the power play also, again from Galarno and Helcro. Then I scored myself. I got a little rebound playing the high forward in the offensive zone. Yep. Nice. And then on the power play again, I scored. Dennis took a shot. I think it was a shot, and I was going off the change, and it just hit my stick and went in. So. Yeah, it counts.
They all count. They don't ask how.
Yeah, and then I scored again after that on the power play. Hunter shot it. I tipped it high. I don't know. It was kind of
off the butt, or at least got it with your stick.
Off the stick.
Very nice.
But I mean, it was kind of a borderline high stick, so I don't know. But they counted it, so I guess.
Was this the ugliest hat trick in North Star history?
Probably. Nothing but garbage goals, but I mean, it works.
Absolutely.
And then our last goal, our 6th goal, was scored by Henry. He drove the net wide. He got tangled up, put it across to me, and I put it back to him, a little one-touch pass, and he caught it with a stick and banged her home.
Beauty.
Yeah.
A skill play.
Yeah, our offensive was going that game. We scored 4 goals on 8 power plays, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
50%. It's a lot better than it's been. So
top shelf.
Yeah. And then we had Allen in net there. He played a pretty well game too. So
lots of shots. That was a crazy game. 10-6 final it's madness. Coming up on the show, thank you, Alex Murray. Hat trick. First one as a North Star, and they don't ask how, they ask how many. They all count. Beautiful. Love it. Also coming up on the show, we got a 2-on-1. We actually get Pilon talking a little bit about his assist. The way he dresses it up, it was all him. Really, I'm not sure if that was really the case. Hunter Rambow.
He's pretty pumped up about that. He's finally beaten our goalie in points now. So
said it was his highlight of the year, and there was some other good stuff that happened. But hey, good for him. Hunter Rambow also chipping in on that 2-on-1. We talked to Coach James Buchanan and Ron Mymko. Been around hockey in Thompson for over 50 years, so we got a chance to talk to him too about his playing days, all the way through to what it's like to be a grandpa and to coach some power skating and stuff like that. This time around, under the coat, it was +1 in Thompson today. This was my summariest shirt. This was the most summer thing I could do. I had the wife beater, like the tank top, but I thought we got to draw the line somewhere. So I went with this one instead. But under the coat this time around, a summer shirt for a +1 day in January. I mean, it's off the hook. It's ridiculous. I kind of forgot to introduce myself, actually. I'm Bruce Krentz, host of the show. Along with me, a guy that got Jet stuff again for Christmas this year. And you know what? Some people don't want to get that every year. He was just tickled. Tweeted it out. Couldn't have been happy. It made his year. It's absolutely true. So Paul Anderson, executive producer and the guy behind the camera. Him and I and Alex Murray and everybody else right here on what we think is episode 12. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the Northstars Show. Coach Buchanan joining me now. We're here back in the CA Nesbitt Arena. 2017, it's our first show, I said 2017. You guys took your show on the road to get things started. Didn't quite get 3 wins, but a couple good games, I thought, when you were down there. What did you think?
Yeah, well, we had bright spots, I think, in all 3 games. Friday night against the Wild in Winnipeg, I thought we played an excellent game. You know, we held them off the board for the last 35-odd minutes of the game, so that's a feat to be said in itself. And you know, great goaltending performance from Allen in that game, and you know, something we'd like to see continue out of him. Yeah. Just couldn't put the pucks in the net. You know, we had our chances to score, and we maintained a lot of pressure, but just couldn't finish in the end. So, you know, too little, too late. It is what it is. But we had a good start to the 2017 part of our season, and then moving into Eastman on Saturday. Again, gave up a few in the first period, and we battled back, and we really stayed with them through the most part of the game, and then got into some penalty trouble late in the third, and that they put 3 quick ones away, all on the power play at the end. So that hurt us, but again, it wasn't a bad effort against a team that we've played fairly tough all year. And then moving in on Sunday against Interlake, it was last shot wins, it felt like, in that one.
Fire wagon hockey, crazy stuff.
Yeah, everything was going in the net, so you know, we got off to the early start, and we dominated them through the first period. And then we let off the throttle, let them back in the game, and never quite got our full momentum back. It seems every time we were pressing or really pushing to score, we take a penalty and take the wind right out of the sails. So it was just that kind of day, but not a terrible road trip to get things started. Would have liked 1 or 2 wins, but wasn't meant to be, so we'll take it from there.
Is what it is. I know November, even though I tried to extend November an extra month into December, your message to the guys was trying to win November. What's the message that goes to them in the new year now? What are you guys focusing on?
Well, you have to be desperate at this point in the season. Every game is crucial if you want to dig your way out of the cellar, and you know, losing to Interlake really obviously hurt in that respect, but we got a couple games left, and we're looking forward to Brandon now at home this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be good to have the home crowd, and I know we haven't had North Star hockey here in the rink for quite a while, so it's going to be
weeks almost.
crazy. You guys had a wicked break. It's going to be great to have you guys back. Blues and golds from the weekend. Quickly, some things that you weren't happy to see. Obviously, not enough goals. Anything else?
Blues?
Yeah, Blues.
Well, the penalty trouble. You know, Caleb Ross got into a little bit of a skirmish and cost himself a couple of games. Hunter went over the 100-minute limit, so he got himself a game, and he's got to turn his penalty minutes around if he wants to stay in the lineup through the rest of the season. But
go to anger management training.
Yeah.
Stick work training.
But you know, the untimely penalties, that's it's frustrating, and it's cost us our chances in games as we've gone, so that's a tough one. But golds, we had really good performances from Alex Murray, Henry Muchaguganap, and Hunter Rambow over the weekend. They contributed, if not goals in every game, certainly at least 2 of the 3. Alex, the hat trick on Sunday there. You know, just a great weekend for those 3. So it's really nice to see them coming on and really starting to contribute.
It looked to me from the stats too like you kept the other teams off the board. Your penalty kill was pretty good. I mean, had a couple hiccups, but that happens. And your power play, especially in the last game, was dynamite.
It was fantastic in the last game. Yeah, we were clicking early and often, and you know, just taking the penalties, it just hurts you. So it's good that we've had enough opportunities to practice our penalty killing that we've become proficient at it. But you know, through the early part of the weekend, our power play wasn't clicking, so we made a couple of changes, and we're able to see some success as we finished out. So that was a positive.
Paid off. That's just good coaching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done. We're going to see a desperate team here in the CA Nesbitt against Brandon this weekend. Thanks for joining me.
Anytime.
Hi, my name is Alan Coley. I'm number 1. I play goaltender for the Norman and Northstars. My hometown is Cross Lake. My elementary school is R. Nelson River School, and favorite player is
It's a minor hockey moment, a lap through all the different nooks and crannies of minor hockey. Today with us, a hockey grandpa, a guy that's seen 3 generations of hockey here in Thompson. Ron Mymko, thanks for joining me.
Oh, you're welcome.
A little bit of a last-minute call-up, and this is probably the only time in your life that you're a last-minute call-up. Probably first liner most of the time, always on the list. So you've got a long, storied history in Thompson. We're going to take a walk from a few years ago through to today. So you were part of the Thompson Hawks. I think we could probably do 2, 3, 4, maybe a whole series of shows on that. But give us one memory from the Hawks for people that don't, maybe remember the Hawks, because it was a couple of years ago now, and it's faded away a little bit. So tell us a little bit about the program, and then give us one of your highlights.
Well, we were an intermediate AA team, and everybody knows Red Sangster. He always wanted to recruit as many good players as he could. I guess one of my biggest things was we actually flew our first couple of years. We were in a league there, the Canadian Central Hockey League. Saturday mornings, fly out and fly home Sunday night. We did it for about my first 2 years, and I thought, boy, this is great. Sure beats some long bus trips, let me tell you.
You'd hit the big time. So did Red recruit you? Did he bring you over here?
Yes, he did. Back in 1971, give me a phone call. I was in Flin Flon at the time. I was working with HPMNS, and they happened to be on strike. God, the way things have turned out, I am so happy that we were on strike. He phoned me up. Long story short, I came. After the first week in hockey, I said to Joyce, we're staying. And I'm still here.
That's it. So 40 what years maybe?
Yeah, since 71.
71. Nice. 45 years. You guys actually won the Canadian Championships, right? Intermediate Championships?
We won Western Canada in 75, yeah, and we lost to Moncton in the Canadian final. Series was played in Moncton in front of 8,000 people. That was a big thrill. I still say if that series was played here, we win it. We lost 3 games to 1, but the only game we won 10-1. It was one of them games where everything was just going in the net. We had 4 shorthanded goals, and I still remember that game, a lot of the details of it to this day.
Like it was yesterday. Just before we kind of move on to something a little more in the present, who are some of the guys you played with? Who are some of the big names that were on that team?
Oh, let's see. We had Ron Ramsey, Willie McLeod, Boomer McClellan. They've all relocated to the south. In fact, it was kind of neat. I was with my daughter with her girls hockey team and playing a tournament in Brandon a couple of years ago. And I hadn't seen Ron Ramsey in probably 40 years. There was a knock at the door. We were in the dressing room, and there he was. And we gave each other a big hug, because you're brothers for life, as they say.
Spend a lot of time on the bus and a lot of you're at war in some of those intermediate games for sure. A little more in the present. We were just talking now that it sounds like Thompson's got the Manitoba games coming up here, the winter games, in only 14 months. We don't have much time to prepare. You and I both had a chance to participate in that 25 years ago. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was coaching the girls' team. It was actually midget hockey. In fact, Doug Corman was the original coach. I don't know what happened. Things fell apart. I was actually going to look after the off-ice officials, all the timekeepers. So back then I was playing with the old-timers. It was real simple. Just give me the schedule. I'd pass around the dressing room, and I'm done. Anyways, for whatever reason, Doug dropped out. Myrna Barrow gives me a call about coaching the team, and sure. So I ended up doing it. It was quite a story. Because we were the host team, there was a Norman team in existence already, so there was a host team. But the way the rules went, I got to keep any Thompson girls and anybody north of Thompson. So all of a sudden, I've got some really good players, Corey Swirsky being one of them. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she went on to be a really heck of a player. Yeah, she won the MVP in the Munn Cup, actually, yeah. Anyways, I got to have those. So we had the 3 northern teams had to play off to see who would represent the north. Cross Lake had a girls team, then of course the Norman team, and us, the host team, well, we waxed everybody in Snow Lake. Now we were the Norman team.
And do you remember how you did? I remember the girls got a few wins, right?
Yes. Well, you know what? It was a disappointing loss in the semifinal, which to me was the final, because what's that team called? I can't remember now. Westman. That's what it was. They had a really, really good goalie and one really good forward and a D, but their goalie was quite phenomenal. But I had about 10 ringette girls. They were just converting to hockey, and none of them were going to go back and play ringette after that was over with. But yeah, we ended up with a bronze medal, but we lost in overtime in that semifinal game, and it was that close.
Phenomenal event. I remember the city was buzzing. I mean, the place was packed, and I'm looking forward to having the games here again. I hope we can put on as good or better show. We have a better facility now, I would say, and with the 3 gyms in this space and the arenas, we can host the whole thing right here. The atmosphere is going to be unreal.
Absolutely, and it is great, without a doubt.
It's going to be a gem. Bringing us right up to today now, you're a hockey grandpa. You might spend more time here now than you did when you had your kids rolling through here. How does it feel to be able to come down and watch your grandkids? And I think from seeing you, you're a big part of their hockey life.
Oh, for sure. if I progressed after the Hawks. I started coaching about 1980, I guess, but I played with the Hawks till about 81, 82, I think, and that was it. But coached my son for a few years, obviously, which is something all hockey dads do at some point.
You got to do it.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. They finished up playing, and now my two daughters or one's got 2 boys and one's got 2 girls, but the 2 boys and the granddaughter, in fact, I have their names right on my sleeve. They're all King minors or ex-King minors. So, yeah, I still come down a lot. And my daughter's kind of got me roped into helping her coach. I've been helping her with some of the girls with some development and whatever. So I'm still doing that. So I still get on the ice a couple times a week, and it's nice.
I think, just to kind of put a wrap on that, your love of the game obviously has lasted your whole lifetime, and it feels like you've taken the next step. I know you helped out with power skating for a few years, and you can teach an old dog some new tricks. I'm sure you learned a few things from Amy and from that crew about power skating and about hockey. Has the game's changed, and you have too?
Absolutely. But, yeah, speaking of that, if I was going to make a career out of power skating, I would have spent a year with Amy. Amy Porter is who we're talking about. Yeah, those figure skaters, they know skating. Seriously, they do.
It's very last one. How has the game changed, do you think, from when you played in intermediate to now? I mean, the equipment is so much better. The training is off the hook. I think, I'm not saying you guys didn't train, but what these guys do in the NHL and even at the midget level is crazy.
Well, these new sticks alone, like I even have one, and wow, I could have got 50 goals with one of them things. I showed Bryce my I got a wooden stick from 1971. It's autographed by the Thompson Hawks. I showed it to him one day, and he picked it up. He couldn't believe it. He said, wow. I said, yeah, and that's one of the, because it was a pattern from one of the NHL guys. It was a good hockey stick back in those days. That's what we had, buddy.
He had to call over a friend to lift it up. That's how heavy it is.
Yeah, the game, especially now, it's a real skating game now. I mean, and size is still a big thing. Players are so much bigger now. Holy smokes, man. You got to think the NHL at some point is going to have to go to a European ice surface because
bigger ice or 4-on-4?
That was another big thrill, just to quickly bring that up. 1980, the Thompson Hawks, we actually had a trip to Italy.
That's right.
That was let me tell you, so I got my first experience skating on an Olympic-sized ice surface. First time you step out there, it's only 15 feet wider, but you go, wow, this is unreal. There's a lot of room out there.
Feels like a football field. It's crazy. Ron Mymko, 3 generations of hockey. You've been involved with that, and it doesn't seem like you're slowing down at all. It's a minor hockey moment. Hockey Grandpa, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's 2-on-1. Tanner's hair's sticking up, so we know it's time to go. Hunter tried to fix it for him, didn't quite work out. Go ahead, you can buzz through here. No big deal, this is about as prepared as we generally are. Tanner Pilon, Hunter Rambow, 2 of us teaming up on Tanner. First of all, before we get started asking you the hard questions, some easy ones. How was Christmas?
Oh, it was good. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Beauty, what'd you get?
Oh, I got a lot of supplements.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Wow, yeah, I mean, you can tell by Paul that he's been on the supplements for about 6 weeks now. His program's just starting to take hold.
Oh yeah.
Hunter, how about you? How was Christmas? What'd you get?
Pretty good. Got a lot of clothes. Good to be home for a bit.
No doubt. Pair of rubber boots. Speaking about being home, I heard your dad got a job here in Thompson. Any chance you're going to be a full-time Thompsonite anytime soon?
No, my mom wants me still back in the paw.
Bummer, we would have happily taken you, but I can appreciate that. The pause here. Tanner doesn't want you. No, nothing? Stay home. All right. At least till the end of the season, you got to pretend you like him. You guys are teammates. It's a bad start for you. Things are going to get ugly because we're going to start asking you the hard questions. Give Hunter just a second to think of one of his. First one, easy one from me. Favorite superhero?
Oh God. Probably Spider-Man.
Yeah. Not Batman?
No, not Batman. Is that yours?
My name's Bruce Wayne. I'm not kidding you. So I'm all Batman all the time. Got to do it. Hunter, what you got?
Favorite player from the paw?
Well, it wouldn't be you, so Dustin Parker, I'd have to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stinger. I kind of like Parker, but that was a dirty shot. I don't like it. Favorite kind of music?
Probably rap.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ouch. I'm not liking that. Mine, I would say I like country, but probably.
No, honestly, country's pretty good. It just depends on like the mood, you know.
Yeah, what you're into. I think I like modern rock too.
Oh yeah.
Right now I'm big into maybe Lumineers, Arkells. I can't get enough Arkells right now.
Oh, I don't really know what that
No?
is. No.
Leather Jacket, check it out. Deadly tune. Absolutely deadly tune. Yeah.
Look up on Spotify.
What do you do after a game?
Go to the gym.
Yeah. Man alive, are you Paul's twin brother? This is unreal. Do you have any phobias? Anything you're scared of?
Spiders, heights, and fear of Hunter Rambow.
People from the paw?
Well, a fear, yeah, I guess, of Hunter Rambow. I don't really enjoy Hunter Rambow.
Favorite food on the road?
Gosh, that's a tough one. I'd have to be that person to say tomatoes, because they are fruit.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This bag full of cherry tomatoes, is that your road snack?
No. I don't really have a road snack, you know. Actually, yeah, a little bit of chicken.
Yeah.
You know, a nice little half-pound chicken. That's pretty good.
Wow. Whatever happened to an egg salad sandwich and some carrot sticks? Maybe I'm showing my age.
Oh yeah, must be it.
I think so. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Favorite North Star moment so far?
Getting my second point. Just kidding. No, probably our first win, and how Marco scored the game-winning goal in a shootout there after his buddy.
Yeah.
That was a really good moment. I really enjoyed that.
Well done. No, that was huge, and it was good that we caught that.
Oh, yeah.
Talk us through your second point, even though that is like not even in the same league as the Marco goal. But how'd it go?
All right, so we're playing the Wild there. It's a pretty tough game, you know. We had 5D.
Decent team.
Oh yeah, pretty decent, top of the league. I get a pass from Hunter Rambow over here before he was conkied, and get a pass, go down the left side of the circle, take a shot on net. What was it? It was Henry. Henry deflects it, and it goes right in. You know?
Beautiful.
Only goal against the Wild, but I mean, it's decent.
Great D-man goal too, right?
yeah.
That's how you do it. Not trying to do too much. What's he talking about, Conky? Did you get a couple minutes in the quiet room?
Or I just got hit bad. That's about it.
Happens. One more question. What do you got? Give him your toughest one.
Your all-time favorite stick?
Oh, I'd probably have to say the RBZ Stage 2. CCM. Oh, that was had that for a couple of years. Had a couple of those.
Yeah.
Seen a couple things, you know.
I like it. What's your pattern?
A pattern for like.
I'm dating myself. Stastny. I use a Ryan 2P88.
Oh. I don't know. It's kind of post stats. I like the stats. Yeah, whatever Dennis says, you know.
Well,
Dennis says, Dennis goes, you know.
Exactly. When Dad's buying the sticks, you just take them.
Oh, exactly. It's like the only ones that are left there. Usually, there's not really a lot to choose from.
You just say thank you for that clearance
Oh,
rack
yeah.
stick, Dad. I will make it work. There's goals in that baby. Fantastic. My
Not this
favorite
year, but I mean,
favorite stick was an Easton Graphite 2-piece. It was black and yellow. A friend of mine, Harold Smith, is still using it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's probably 15 years old. Yeah, it was. In its day, it was mint. I'm telling you. Tanner Pilon, Hunter Rambow. It's 2-on-run. Thanks, boys. It's the Northstars Show. We're somewhere in season 6. Excellent show, I thought, today. Might have dragged on a little bit. We had a goal to try to keep the show under 15 minutes. Haven't done that yet this year, but I think next show we've got a shot at that. I want to thank some of my guests. Alex Murray for telling us what just happened here. Congratulations to him on the hat trick. Tanner Pilon, second point of the year. As Alex pointed out, he's ahead of the goalies now, so life is good for him. Things are rolling along. Hunter Rambow helped us out on 2-on-1, some wicked questions from him, so thanks to him for talking about that. And James Buchanan, still optimistic. Coach Buchanan knows these guys have a shot. He wants to see some desperate hockey out of them as we finish out the season and still push hard for a playoff spot. In case you missed it, you might want to check on the last episode. I had the full Christmas gear on. I thought I looked top shelf in that Christmas sweater, and even with the elf ears. And check the Shaw Twitter feed for Ethan Stuckless wearing the full Christmas suit, the same one that Don Cherry has on. You might want to go back and look for those. Guys are right here in the C.A. Nesbitt Arena. Look at them go. They're fired up. They can't wait to have Brandon in town. We're going to lay a licking on those guys. 7:30 on Saturday night, 1:30 on Sunday afternoon. Check us out on Shaw TV. We're going to do it all again next week right here on the Northstars Show.